It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is, of course, a Monday morning, starting things off right. And, of course, we are back and talking all things tech. And now, if you're in the market like myself for new TV, we are taking a closer look at some of the best available at DION Wired. And on the shelf now, we're looking at the Skyworth 55-inch UHD Android OLED TV. Now, you're still talking with us is Brian Smith. Smith. So much insight about the TV life. So we do still have so many questions, right?
Lots. We can never get through them, especially because there's so many types of TVs and technologies coming out. But Skyworth, it seems, is a relatively or fairly new brand, right? Because I haven't really heard of Skyworth.
Yes, I think things are always better with more competition, and Skyworth's actually a relatively new competitor in our market. They had their official launch in May this year. So they're essentially a new entrant, and they're competing with some of the more established names, but I think they've quite quickly established a name for themselves. And probably if you go into a DION Wired or any other shop in South Africa, you'll now see their TVs competing with a wider range.
And they look sexy too.
Absolutely.
Very sexy indeed. Yeah, it does look very like slim and simple, but how does it then compare with the competitors? Is it on the same like level, or is it... Tell us about that.
So I think what's really impressive is that for a new entrant on the market, Skyworth are doing some really cool things. So there is, of course, the OLED screen, which is comparable to a number of industry giants that are already playing in this space. But I think perhaps one area where Skyworth have really stood out quite early on is design. So one of their key sort of selling factors around this TV is that typically when you buy a TV, if you consider the size, side bezels, the industry standard is normally have an 89% screen-to-body ratio. So that means you've got 89% screen, the remaining 11% being bezels. Skyworth are already boasting 100% screen-to-body ratio. So it's more display for your money, which is really great.
That is insane. Okay, so in your opinion, what is the ultimate selling point for this particular model of TV? Why would you recommend anyone go out and buy it?
So typically what you can end up suffering with if you buy essentially a really slim flat panel OLED or LCD display is that typically as things get slimmer, there's less room for manufacturers to put a really high-grade speaker in with woofers, subwoofers and tweeters to deliver great sound. That's something that Skyworth have done with this model. There is, of course, another really cool feature in this that this runs Android TV from the get-go. So you've got access to all the same Google Play apps that you would on an Android smartphone, as well as the Google Assistant to handle smart queries.
Without the need to add on that smart top box to connect to Android.
Absolutely.
So it's already integrated in the TV, which is a really good thing. Okay, are you sold? Is this the type of TV you are looking for?
Friday, when is Black Friday? I don't even know when it is, but I'm really going to get
Is your shopping cart ready?
Absolutely. So if you are Team Samsung, go ahead to DION Wired and get this, because, I mean, this is a deal and it's something you don't want to miss. But, of course, it is just going to be a vibe.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, right?
We're going to be looking at the 65-inch Samsung QLED. A lot of people are talking about it, but Brian Smith's got all the tech details, so stay with us.